Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is the Tailor Son. In this video, I'll be demonstrating how you can do this simple design on your placket or flap and pocket. So I'll be running you through the process of preparing this. This is the 20U thread, usually used for monogramming. And then the first thing you have to do is to get threads like this, about 5 of them. Then you take the thread from a strand from that 20U, then you transfer it to all the 5 threads. After transferring it, you get your bobbin, which is known as wheeler. Then you transfer all the 5 strands into that bobbin or wheeler. So after doing that, the next thing is to prepare our flap or placket. So the first thing you're going to do is to get the width. I usually make use of 1.25 inches as the width. That's the wideness of my placket. That's what I usually use. So I'm just going to cut it out like that. This is it. And then this is my pocket. I'm using this dimension for my pocket. I want it to be very smart on my client. So after that, I will take it to the pressing table and then I'll press it. So after ironing, the next thing I want to do is to get the desired measurement for that design. So I'm using 0.8 by 0.6. 0.8 is the length, while 0.6 is the width. So just like that. But before then, I want to establish a line before the the edge of the placket. Okay, the reason why I'm doing that is that when I'm sewing, when I'm attaching or fixing the flap on the body of the clothes, I don't want to sew on that design. So that is why I'm giving that clearance of 0.1 inches. So that being done, the next thing I want to do is to get that design now, the shape of the design. So you can see what I pasted on the right corner of my screen. So that's the exact shape I am taking. That's the exact shape I'm going to draft out there for you to see. So that is the shape. So I've done the first one. We have about 4 shapes like that. 3 on top, and then the last one will be at the extreme end of the placket. So okay, we are done with the placket. Now I want to draw for the pocket side. Mind you, is at the right hand side of the pocket, which is facing the flap. So you just transfer just the same thing. That's what you're going to do all through. just the way you've been drawing it. So that being done, we're going to take it down to our sewing machine and then follow the pattern, those lines in that direction, just the same direction as I am doing it. So mind you, the 20 U thread that was transferred, those 5 strands of thread that was transferred into a bobbin or a reeler has been placed into the bobbin compartment, which is under the machine. The reeler that is usually under the machine, it was placed there, and then I've just sew the way I usually sew normal clothes. But in this way, I have to follow an exact pattern in order to get the shape, because I don't want to go through a what's it called, a box first and then I stitch, then get another box. No, I don't want that. So I have to follow a pattern that's like an open end and then I close at the same place. So that is what I'm trying to do. So just check the video carefully, take your time. You get what I did here. It's a very simple thing and straightforward. So this is the finish line. So I won't stitch like the regular lock stitch. I'll just take it back to the lock stitch and then just run through that open, the place I started from. So that is that. So this is our final result. You can see how neatly done it is. Can you see? So that is the way I did for everything. Because of time, I had to pause the video and then do the remaining one. Yeah, you can see how neatly done it is. Look at the placket and look at the pocket. So after doing that, we are going to take the placket or flap to the sewing machine, and then we measure the new width, which should still give you the same 1.25, and then you divide it into 2, and then you add 0.5. So that will be your new center line. That is what you are going to cut out. You trim the other part of the fabric, you trim it out, and then the remaining parts, that is what you'll be joining to the front panel or the chest area of your top. So